Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music. John Lennon's song Imagine is one of my favorites. It's got a great chord progression and a couple of tricks in the piano part that I think you'll appreciate knowing about. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the sort of fundamental palette that Lennon uses for the song. The song's in C, and we've got a basic palette of 1 chord C, 2 chord D minor 7, 3 chord E minor 7, but let's come back to the 3 chord later, 4 chord F major 7, 5 is G7, and it's important in the song, and A minor 7. The 7th step of the scale really doesn't get used, except, you can think of the 7th step of the scale as the top of a G7 chord. That's the way I actually conceive of it. Okay, let's go on. The first thing that is fantastic about this song is the verse chords and how they're handled. Here's what I love. This beautiful C chord. And there's a kind of a chord melody moment there. The C chord gives way to C major 7. You hear that beautiful moment? I love it myself. C, C major 7, and then it resolves to F, but it's an inverted F. Now, the next moment is the thing that I think just completely encapsulates the yearning that is so much part of this song. After that F chord, this A underneath goes A sharp, B. Let's take a look at it. C, C major 7, F, yearning. Well, look at those notes. We can zoom right in on them. The 3rd of the F raises up and then raises up again and lands on the 7th step of the scale. Now, the 7th step of the scale has a very special place for us, for people, emotionally. Am I done? Now I am. That long tone is the 7th step of the scale, and it pushes us home. That push is incorporated in the piano part. The pre-chorus has a wonderful effect too, But listen to the way the chords work. F, A minor over E, D minor, F over C. In other words, we've got a bass line that looks like this. Like this, G, that sort of G passes through A minor and then G over the B. Well, back to the verse. We get another verse, another pre-chorus, and then finally the chorus. And the chorus takes us around in an interesting way. 4, 5, 1, no surprises, except we get a major 3 chord. It's a beautiful moment. Now, very often those chords are elaborated a little bit, like I think I hear 4, 5, 1, major 7, E7, right? A dominant chord out of key frequently is a secondary dominant. It pushes us somewhere. E is the 5 of A, but it doesn't push us exactly to A minor, doesn't it? It pushes us instead to F. Now, as it happens, look at it. E7, A minor, look at E7, F. They have a ton of the same notes, right? I say ton, there's 2 of the same notes, the A and the C. In a way, the E is kind of a deceptive secondary dominant. And I love the sense of brightness that the G sharp brings into the song. This song is about yearning, wish for peace, a prayer that the world could be a better place. And in the original sort of like white piano version, it's really stripped down and clear. That figure, very often it gets played. If you listen to the recording, you get this, and then there's a ninth on the top of the C chord, right? So you get D up on the top. It doesn't happen every time, right? Again, it's just part of that poignancy, that sort of bittersweet melancholy that connotes yearning. Music has affect, and it usually comes from melody. The bittersweet spiciness of dissonant tones in a chord like a major 7, or the very strange passing chromatic line built into that F chord, all convey motion towards something, a yearning for something. This is a great example of chord melody and of emphasizing the message of the song, of the lyrics, with excellent instrumental form orchestration. John Lennon, Imagine. Well, I hope this has been useful. Like and subscribe and hit the bell. You'll be notified when I post my next video. I'll see you next time.